This is a BTEC Sport presentation for Unit 1, done by Harrison and Gustave. Okay, the skeletal functions. Support allows you to stand upright, so shooting some baskets. Protection, ball hits you, you've got rib to protect the vital organs. Movement, you have many joints in the bones which allows you to kick footballs and hit forehands. And we also have the blood cell production, which red bone marrow produces red blood cells. Mineral storage, this is where the minerals are stored in the bones, quite obviously. And that is the axial skeleton. You're doing the axial skeleton.
The sternum is known as the breastbone that runs down the chest, right here, also known as medial, down the midline. The bone type is called a long bone because it's long. The function of the bone is to connect the rib cage, which then protect the vital organs such as the lungs. Cranial bone, which is the skull, is located on top of the body, just underneath your vertebrae. It's also known as the flat bone. The function of the bone is to protect the brain from any harm, such as the brain inside. The vertebrae bone is located on the back of the posterior of the back. The function of the bone is to keep us upright and support. This type of bone altogether is called the sacrum, that runs all the way down the body into the pelvis. Now, appendicular skeleton.
Okay, humerus bone is a long bone located at the top half of the body, which is known as the upper arm. The function of the bone around to the upper arm is to have a supported and strong structure. The scapula is a triangular flat bone located here, which allows movement from the shoulder, which is also fully supported. And so the femur bone, which is known as the thigh bone, which is the longest bone in the body, is the strongest bone, and it's structured to help us keep us upright and support all the weight from the upper body. More skeletal bone. Clavicle bone is also known as the collarbone, which is located underneath the head. Is there to support the main structure of their vertebrae and the skull. The ribs, obviously located here, they are here to protect vital organs, part of the protection as a skeletal function. The radius is one of the short bones in the arm, so here. The lumbar bone is one of the two bones that make up the forearm, so here. We also have some other arm bones. Many other bones form together, which are located in the hip, which are all basically connected to the sacrum, which is in the hip. Yeah, it's all part of the hip bone. You also have phalanges, which are bones in your hands and your toes. They allow movement such as that. Another quick one there, the patella, which is the kneecap, allows movement, so bend your leg, which is good for running. The tibula is located in the knee, which is connected to the fibular bone, which is on the leg. Fibular bone, which is in partnership with the tibular bone, which is in the leg. That's there. The vertebrae is the column which makes up your spine, keeps you upright and supported. Very useful for basketball. We also have the sacrum, which is located in here, which I went over. And the joints.
synovial joints. And the hinge joint is the description of the whole hinge joint. It's where two bones meet. The movement of the joint is based on flexion and extension, so like that. You will find this job. You will find the location of it in the knee and in the elbow. In tennis, you may use this joint when using your forehand because your hand extends. Gliding joint can be found in the ankle, right here, or the spine. This joint allows the bones to slide each over other. The joint allows the bone to slightly rotate in the sport. In the ankle can be more adjustable when moving about it, so it allows it to move. The saddle joint is where two joints ride over the top of other, same as gliding joint. The joint can be found at the base of the thumb, just right here. The thumb is then able to move faster, backwards and side to side, so forwards, backwards and side to side. You may use the joint in tennis when changing from forehand to the backhand, so you do that. There are only 3 pivot points in the human body. One is in the neck, the base of the skull, and one is in each elbow. The joint allows the head to rotate back, forward, and side to side. You may use this joint when heading a ball to score a goal in a football game. Ellipsoid is where one bone fits into another bone, allowing the movement of deflection, extension, adduction, and abduction. Example, your toes. They have an ellipsoid joint, which allows it to move anywhere from up and down, side to side. The ball and socket joint can be found in the hips and the shoulder, also known as your scapula. The purpose of the joint allows the body to be able to flex more. The bones meet in the hips and shoulders, allowing the ball to use rotation while connected to the legs and arms. You use the ball and socket joint in every sport, especially running, as that requires a lot of movement from the arms and legs, moving forward and backwards. Muscles. Gastrocnemius. Gastrocnemius is located on the back of the leg, right here. This is also known as the calf muscle, which is the bottom half of the leg. Tibius anterior. It is situated on the lateral side of the tibia, so around here. This means that you will find the muscle on the front of the leg, on the lower half. The erector spinal is a large muscle that originates near the sacrum, which supports the back. The muscle also allows us to rotate the hips. The muscle also helps us to bend over and sit up. The teres major, a muscle located from the lower third of the border of the scapula, just underneath here. The muscle is a part of the shoulder near the deltoids and the trapezium, so right around this arm here. Rectus abdominis. The rectus abdominis muscles are located on the anterior aspect of the abdomen. They are the core of the body, which allows certain movements such as flexing the body in sport. Quadriceps, right here. It's a group of muscles located in front of the thigh. The muscles over the fibular bone, which is a long bone, also known as the bone right here. Hamstrings, which is on the back of the quadriceps. Hamstrings, the one back down of your back thigh, from your pelvis to the lower leg. This muscle helps lift the leg when kicking the ball in football. Whenever you're about to take part in exercise, you must make sure that you have the hamstrings stretched. Muscles, part 2. Pectorals, anterior to the chest, in line. Pectorals are located in the chest, above the abdominals, here. They allow rotation of the body to be a lot more efficient. Biceps. Biceps are located on the upper arm, anterior, in front, frontal area. The muscles are attached to the shoulder and elbow. The triceps are located on the bottom of the upper arm, so at the back of each biceps. triceps extend the lower arm when you do push-ups or bench dips in your arms. And lastly, deltoids. The deltoids are thick triangular muscles covering the shoulder joints around here, are used to raise the arm from side to side, making it to move anywhere in any direction.